What's goody, everybody? Welcome back. The NBA draft is officially over, and now I have a video for the Eastern Conference side of this for one trade I want to. Let me rephrase that. For one move I want to see every team make. And this is going to be part one. As I said, this is the Eastern Conference video. Without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. Atlanta got swindled by the Utah Jazz, but now they have cap space to get someone good. But you know what? I dislike everything about Trae Young's game, and I love DeJounte Murray. So my move for y'all is to trade one of them, preferably Trae, and then you let Kobe Buffkin, who is trash, start as the replacement for whichever one you trade. Boston needs to save themselves, in my opinion, because they are going to get 35 games from Porzingis, and they just lost the heart and soul of their team. The only thing I want to see them do is not trade Marcus Smart in the first place. If you couldn't tell, I'm absolutely disgusted by that move. Anyways, I would like to see them get a glue guy now because they lost their good one, and they're probably going to lose Grant Williams too. So I do not know who it would be, but that's what you need. Brooklyn Nets need shooting around Ben Simmons because his contract is up within the next 2 years, so you already know he's going to be trying to get back to his old self. But because of that, I would like to see them trade Nick Claxton. Yes, I know that's outrageous to say, but his value will never be higher than it is now. So, as outrageous as you think it is, I'm a GM. I'm a future GM. I'm bold. I make the moves I see necessary. Nick Claxton will never be able to shoot, and he's a good defender. He just had a good postseason. He just had a good year. You should trade him while you can because soon he's going to be unplayable. Imagine not taking Scoot Henderson second overall. Oh, wait, I can because that's what the Charlotte Hornets just did. You missed out on taking a perfect power forward for you in the draft as well in GG Jackson because I was reading all night during the draft they need a starting power forward and a starting small forward. Well, you got your starting small forward in Brandon Miller. GG Jackson was on the board all night. So I'll just say that you are a delusional franchise and not one player you acquire will ever help you. With that being said, though, I haven't seen Scary Terry on a good team in a minute, and I miss it. And he's been in Charlotte way too long, and too many people have forgotten about him. So please trade him this offseason. Please. Some teams know when it's time to rebuild, and other teams just simply don't. The Chicago Bulls are one of the teams that just simply don't know that they should. And it's about time that they learn that because let's be honest, this team is not cutting it. So my one move for y'all is to please rebuild. Now, DeMar DeRozan has 1 year left on his contract, so you thought it would be nice to get some type of compensation for him since you're never going to win anything with him. That would be ideal. I don't care how good of a regular season you had, the Cavaliers will not be able to continue with starting Jared Allen and Evan Mobley at the 4 and the 5. They just don't mesh well. Like we saw it in the Knicks series. It's good in the regular season. It's a defensive juggernaut, but Allen can't do anything outside of the paint, and Evan Mobley's going to be very, very good. I think his future is very bright, but there's also the fact that I don't think Allen can do anything other than play whatever defense he can and rebound. And I think Mobley's just better suited for a switchable 5, and that's how the Cavs should look for their future outlook. They also got a steal and Amani Bates, so I think I have a perfect fix for you for Jared Allen. You're going to trade Jared Allen to the Atlanta Hawks because we know the Hawks are more than likely moving on from Clint Capella if they're smart. And in return, you're going to get DeAndre Hunter. Now, I don't know what other pieces will surround that deal, but it is a win-win in my opinion. Detroit Pistons sold the 5th pick. They will regret it for many years to come. My opinion is that they should be a dark horse playoff team with Monty as their coach now, but I'm hoping that the images I'm seeing of Kate aren't real. Anyways, they need a good power forward because Bagley and Wiseman ain't cutting it, and quite frankly, we're never, ever cutting it. I like the idea of signing a guy like Grant Williams in free agency because he could play there and improve their defense mightily. Indiana, trade Miles Turner. It is time. It has been time for about 2.5 years now. Miami Heat fans, you ain't getting Dame. The sooner you realize that, the better. You could definitely trade for Jordan Clarkson, though, right? Since you need someone that is a crafty scorer, and he is an ideal six-man for y'all, right? Just a little bit of a thought. The Bucks, it's time to hit the reset because you honestly got lucky in your finals run. The good news is that you do have the best player in the NBA. I like Drew Holiday, and with him, they got a really good defensive team, and they work out well. But I don't want to see you make a specific trade acquisition because you were the deepest team in the league. My move that I want to see the Milwaukee Bucks move, my move I want to see the Milwaukee Bucks do is move Giannis to the 5 because I think he could play center. Switchable 5, yeah, I like it. And then you also have Bobby Portis that can guard actual centers. Come on now. That's a smart move. You only hear that from bold people like me. If I hear one more Knicks fan say to trade Julius Randle, I'm going to lose my mind. He has absolutely no value to any team. You're not trading him for Cat. Minnesota don't want Julius Randle. Nobody wants Julius Randle. You're stuck with him, all right? Just deal with it. You're going to have Julius Randle for however long his contract is, all right? He sucks. No one wants him. He's garbage. Can't do anything in the playoffs. I know I will defend Julius Randle, though. He did get hurt right before the postseason, so he was out of rhythm, but we've seen back times in the postseason and where he hasn't performed well. But anyways, this is besides the point. I just want to know, Knicks fans, what exactly you think you're going to get in return for Julius Randle if you're trading him, since no one wants him. No one wants him. But you should get Cam Johnson on your team, though. I would overpay for him. You need shooting. He's a good shooter. That's just a little thought I had. But sorry about going on that little rant. I know I kind of got off topic, but it's whatever. The Magic ruined next year by making 2 terrible draft picks. Jet Howard won't be able to shoot in the NBA. I'll just let you know that right now. Jalen Suggs should have chosen football. You need shooting, so how is not Bogdan. I meant Bojan. How's Bojan Bogdanovic for you? But Bogdan could also work, since you also need some veteran help. I mean, Bogdan's not really a veteran, but whatever. Whatever you want to say, he is. How's that sound? 76ers, please.
2 hours later.
Please don't keep James Harden. Do not re-sign him, please. That's all I don't want the 76ers to do. It's time to move on. That's the only thing I want to see Philly do, is just not re-sign James Harden's overrated, terrible, washed self. Yes, I want to say a different word, but I want to get monetized, so I can't. But please don't re-sign James Harden. That's all I got to say, Philly. Toronto needs to figure out what exactly they want to do, whether it be rebuilding or trying to compete. Either way, Scotty Barnes is the point guard of the future. I'll stand on that. He played it at Florida State. I've been high on Scotty Barnes ever since Florida State. I literally thought he should have went second overall to the Rockets, maybe first. I was debating it. He was number 1 on my big board, though. All my friends were hating on me, saying you're just trying to make outrageous takes. But my outrageous takes are right. I only say them if I believe in them. I believe in Scotty Barnes. I believe he is a point guard. I believe that the Raptors should move him there. And the Raptors are going to be really good next year if they do so. Now, a lot of their players are reluctant to leave Toronto, like Siakam, and they're reluctant to give up on OG Anunoby and trade him. So you figure out what direction you want to go in, but I think you should try and sign Seth Curry. The Wizards really do need my talents in the front office, but they should trade Tyus Jones, Mike Muscala, and I'll just say Gallinari. They should trade all 3 of them ASAP, but you don't really need to do anything besides wait for your rebuild.